Hi everybody, Christopher Moss here from prointernetmarketing.co.uk, and this is video 2 of my Learning WordPress series. In the last video we covered the install, so if you've not watched that yet, please do so. At this stage we're ready to log in and start configuring our site for the first time. So I've got my admin password saved here. And I'm just going to type in admin as my username, paste the password in. I'm going to tick remember me because I'm lazy, but whether you choose to do that or not is your call. So I've logged in, it's moaning about my browser, that's fine. I'm going to dismiss that. This is just a sort of throwaway computer almost that I've created using a piece of software called VMware, so I'm not too fussed about the fact that this is out of date. So anyway, I've logged in and I've got my dashboard. This is the first screen that you get when you log into WordPress. This is version 3.2.1. It's very likely that if you're watching this in any time after, say, 2 weeks after I've recorded this video, that you'll be using a different version of WordPress. It really does update that quickly, and one of the reasons that I actually said in the last video to use an automated bit of software to update your to keep your WordPress up to date rather than having to install it, upgrade it manually should I say, is because it does change so frequently. And it's actually, because it's so popular, it's also one of the biggest targets for like hackers and so on. So it is really important to keep your WordPress installation up to date, especially if you sort of forget about the site and leave it laying around. You know, as your versions get more and more out of date, they will get targeted by spammers and dodgy hackers and stuff. So not to put the frighteners up you, but you know, just make sure that you do keep your software up to date to keep yourself away from trouble, and also use a strong password. Anyway, with that said, like I say, we've just logged in. This is a brand new blog, so I've got the new WordPress theme that's come with WordPress 3. I've got, I think that picture changes with every refresh as well. It does. I've got my first post, the Hello World, and I think that's got a comment on it as well. It does, which is just junk. So at this stage, what I always do is I go into posts, all posts, and I trash that. So it's gone into my trash. I mean, you can go in there and actually just click it there and just go to delete permanently. If they've got more there, you can just tick that and that'll tick all the posts and then apply that. So that's gone, and that will have also deleted the comment because the comment's assigned to the post, so that's killed two birds with one stone. So effectively now you've got nothing on the blog. So if we just go back to home, there we go, nothing found, which is good. So at this stage we've got nothing on there. The second thing that I do, should I say, is actually go into my categories and I change it from uncategorized. I edit it and I go in here and I change it to whatever the main keyword of the blog is. So in this case it would be white hoodies. And then the slug, you do the same, all lowercase, but you have to put a dash, which is next to the 0 key, in between the 0 and the equals key on a UK keyboard. And you need to put whatever your keyword is, but use dashes instead of spaces. So update that. That's actually just a sort of a search engine optimization little technique there that I use. It's best not to leave it as uncategorized because you might as well get all the benefits that you can from search engine optimization, and that's a very quick little thing that will actually help you. So we've done that. Then we want to go to General under Settings, right? And as you saw when I was setting up, it's actually put my details in here for me. But you would find if you've installed this manually, you'll have a couple of things here to fill in, so just make sure that that's okay. And then you want to choose some settings here as you you know, see fit. So change the date to something that you prefer, and the time maybe, and then just give that a quick save. So that's the second thing that I do. Another little tip, and this is a little sort of cheeky one that another one that I do, is go to all users and I edit the admin. I mean, you can create another user that you'll be logging in with if you want, and so that you know you're not using the admin account. Keep your admin account safe. But whatever you do, I like to also put my keywords in here. So it'll be white hoodie, and then you don't need to bother changing the nickname because you can display name publicly as white hoodie. So you've got an extra little bit of keyword stuff in there. And I take the domain, not the WP admin bit, but I take just the domain and paste it into my website bit. I don't really know why I do that, but I always seem to do it. And then a blog about white hoodies. Anything like that, just little things that you can, get little free updates and stuff for your search engine, for the search engine to come along and read, and it's all relevant to your website then. So and the last key thing in this video which I want to cover is something called permalinks, which is under settings. Permalinks, it's something that you might be shy away from if you're not too sure what it is, but it's actually I say critically important. It's actually really, really important. A permalink is basically, I'll need to add a quick post in actually, so just bear with me whilst I do this. Don't worry about this bit because you won't need to know any of this just yet. And I'll also just whack in some text. It seems to have gone a bit messy there, but whatever. I'm just going to give that a quick post because I've got to demonstrate exactly what a permalink is, and I can't do that without a post. So I'm just going to have a quick look at what this is. And right, so we go into here. Now, whilst it takes a while to load, right, so your URL for this page, the web link to this page is whitehoodie.co.uk / $P=5, which is just garbage really. So that's the sort of link, the reference to this page. So when the search engine comes along, it'll see this is my URL, but it's not actually got anything of any relevance in there. And surely people out there that come to look at your site will never remember that. So you actually want to change that. This is what's known as a permalink, because it's the permanent link to this post or your page, whichever. So you want to make sure that actually when you set your blog up, you set it to use a custom permalink structure, which what I do, little cheeky trick, click month and name, and then go down to the custom structure and just delete everything by your post name. You want to make sure you leave the / in, and then percentage, post name percentage, and then a / again. So that's all I'll leave in. If you think that you're going to ever duplicate your post name, so if you're ever going to have two posts with the same name, then just leave it in so that it's got month and name. Otherwise you'll find that it won't, it'll put a little -1 in the next post that you do, and that always looks a bit rubbish. So I've got that's just my post name now. That's my permalink. So I click save. And what you'll see now is when I refresh, my URL will now contain my post header. So again, if I stick in something of actual relevance, like my post name, and then whatever, you will see when I do go to the URL now, you'll see I've now got a website address there that actually humans will be able to remember. So we'll cover posting in more detail in the next video, but at this stage that's basically also just very quickly, one of the other things that I've just remembered, go to your links, all links, because as we'll see if we just go to the home page, okay, fair enough, links aren't enabled. In version 2, links used to be enabled down the side by default, but they seem to have turned that off. But I always just go back to links, click on all links. So that's just from your dashboard. You go to links, all links, tick that box there at the top, and delete all. So you've got no links effectively. It's just because I don't like the sort of the default links really. And I'm sure you don't want a load of links to a weird bunch of sites, so that if your viewers come along and click off to wordpress.org, so yeah, just delete them. So that's really the sort of initial setup that I do for any blog. So in the next video we're going to cover posts and pages in more detail. So see you in video 3.